5 minutes away. Look on your screen. What you see with the markets is now green, except for the Russell 2000, which is down 14 points. Not a ton of green, okay? I mean, the S&P is up just 1 point. It is now below 7,000, a level that we did cross earlier today. But again, gold, silver, those are the big stars at the moment. We do want to say that just a few minutes from now, we are getting major earnings reports from 3 Mag 7 members, Microsoft, Meta, and Tesla. IBM will also be reporting after the bell. These are big names that tend to move markets depending on what they report. We're going to see how revenue is keeping up, if it is, with the massive AI spend that these companies have been making. Our countdown closer says, you know what, for now, let's stay away from big tech. Joining me now, Michael Arone. He's Chief Investment Strategist for State Street, which has $5.7 trillion in assets under management. We're not just putting that money on the side. Where is it going?
So, Liz, it's going in 3 areas as it relates to sectors. Communication services is one of those. That sector, we're going to get some news from Meta soon, and we're going to see if it rebounded from its third quarter kind of pitfall. Now, the sector is expected to deliver its 4th consecutive year of double-digit earnings growth. It actually trades at 19 times next year's earnings, or this year's earnings, which is far cheaper than the market and broader tech. And it should benefit from higher advertising spending and AI-led efficiency. So that's certainly one idea that's tech adjacent, but I have a couple others for you, as you know.
Well, I'm looking at T-Mobile. It's up. AT&T, which came out with earnings, is gaining 5%. Some of these communication services names, and what's awfully nice about that is that these names often pay pretty decent dividends. Is that a part of a driver of why you're attracted to this right now?
Well, I think it's more for the growth than the dividends. But one of the other areas that we like is financials, and the banks in particular, Liz. So we think as we kind of progress forward with the deregulatory process, M&A activity will pick up. IPO activity will pick up. If we get some digital asset market structure, you could see some new innovative products in the capital markets and a path to earnings growth for those financial companies. Steeper yield curve should benefit financials and banks as well. So we think there's a number of things as well as it relates to financials. Now, that's been a bit of a laggard lately due to some of the headline risks. We think that presents an opportunity to kind of come in here now on the financials front. And where industrials and communication services, 2 other areas that we like, have been solid performers. Financials been a little bit of laggards. So it may be time to add some here.
Back to the communication services ETF. Netflix is one of the components of the State Street Communication Services ETF. How does that provide, in your mind, exposure to, I guess, the streamer without the whole Warner Brothers Discovery headaches that it's dealt with? I know you don't talk individual stocks, but I'm bringing this up because tomorrow we have Mario Gabelli of Gabelli Funds, and he's a big holder of some of these entertainment names. So we're going to talk to him all about that big bid for Warner Brothers Discovery. But how does a name like Netflix or any of these names fit into that?
Well, certainly the streaming kind of growth continues. I admit that the pace of growth has likely slowed, but Netflix continues to add subscribers. They continue to see kind of higher advertising spent. Their international reach is broadening. So from my perspective, many of these companies continue to lean into that streaming service growth, that subscriber growth, and they're finding ways to maximize their revenue per subscriber. Boy, I don't know about you, Liz, but my bill on subscriptions is outrageous.
Oh, it's crazy.
And so they continue to find ways to do that. And we think we're kind of leaning into this growth. Continues to make some sense here.
Just remembering the passwords alone is insane. Michael, the S&P is on pace for another record. Any gain will do it. It is up about 4 points. I mean, it's a little too close to call right now, but this market is so resilient, is it not? Do you see any kind of correction? We've got about 10 seconds. Yes or no?
So corrections are normal, healthy. I would expect some midterm election years also to be more volatile. But overall, I think this market's in good shape.
Michael Arone, thank you. It's always a pleasure to have you. So